What is the best truck for transport business? Let's talk about it a little bit. Obviously, full disclosure, I'm not paid by Volvo. But Volvo is the best truck, at least in my opinion. However, we're going to touch base on all the trucks. So what do you think? What's the best truck for a trucking business?
You know, I think you said it best before is like just awareness. Look around. Look at big fleets that surround us. What are they pushing? You know, no one out there is pushing a long-nose Pete. Why not?
Yeah, there are some cowboy companies hauling livestock. You'll see a lot of those classic long-nose Pete, Kenworths, and so on. But at the end of the day, this is these days it becomes more of a toy than an actual workhorse. Because if you're looking at the big fleets, what are you seeing? You're seeing Volvos, you're seeing freightliners, some newer model Kenworths, and that's pretty much, and the newer model Peterbilts too. But you do not see companies running classic trucks, unless that's one of those very, very niche companies that we just, I guess, like those trucks, and that's what's up. And before you start hating on me, I love the way these trucks look. I just don't like the fuel economy. I don't like the cost of parts. And I think there is a lot of misguidance and misconception out there in trucking community, because if you're going to go and talk to any old trucker who probably maybe didn't even ever had a truck, and you're going to ask them, wait, what's the most reliable truck? We're going to tell you it's a long-nose Pete or long-nose Kenworth. When in reality, it's not exactly accurate information, because the fuel economy is going to be worse. The parts are going to cost more. And as far as the technology packed into same-year truck, the classic versus just conventional, you're still dealing with same problems, just more expensive parts.
Yeah, and so I think that's even if you look at, you know, on a side note, like what those guys govern their trucks at, right? I get it. I know a lot of guys are against it and everything that comes with that. But I think there's a lot of research and money spent on that in the savings. So if it applies to 2,000 trucks, it applies to one truck.
It does, and I already know what's going on in somebody's head. Well, but if the rates were good, the fuel economy wouldn't matter.
Nah, that's money on the table you're leaving behind, man.
Yes, but I would argue you cannot control the rates, but you can control your fuel economy. And why depend just on outside issues when you can fix your own internal issues and better your situation? Not totally fix it, because you can't be just dictating the fuel prices. I guess it's a free market, just like the rates. But at the end of the day, you can actually do something to get much further with a dollar than your competition. And that's how the money is made. Actually, I made a video not too long ago. Well, not too long ago. Time goes fast. Probably like 6 months ago, about fuel economy and how you can actually make a difference of about $40,000 a year on fuel economy alone with your potentially current truck, unless you have a long-nose Pete or a Kenworth. Then I would do something about it. Again, depends on the fuel economy. I've seen a very few classic trucks that runs good fuel mileage.
So the idea is the best truck for this is the most economical and reliable, not so much looks.
Yes. Yes, and if you have the money and you're spending extra money just for the looks of a truck, I would encourage you to actually buy a newer and better truck for the same amount of money, and you're probably gonna end up making a lot more money, because some of you may be, trucking hobbyists, but most of us is here for money.
Yep.
And if you starting the business as an owner-operator, I think the main reason why you're starting it is the money. If you just wanted to drive a long-nose Pete, there are still plenty of companies that will give you one of those.
Yeah, but I mean, and again, so that owner-operator looking for that best truck, you got to have that open mind. Go check them out, even because, you meet a lot of guys that they just write them off for whatever reason. I don't even know if they ever drove one. They're just like basing their experience off of other people and things of that nature, and never really going into actually, hey, doing the research on that one truck. Should I get this because of it's operationally sound?
And I would say this, like who are you asking and what are you trying to become? If you're trying to become a solo one truck owner operator, that's your happiness, that's your goal, you have a lot more flexibility. Yes, then if that's something that you really, really enjoy and you want that long nose speed, maybe you can do all right, losing a little bit of extra fuel. But most of you guys, no matter what you say out loud, for the most part, you enjoy time at home a lot more than in your truck. And because of that, time at home with extra $40,000 in the pocket at the end of a year is so much better than $40,000 less in a truck stop.
That's for sure.
And so just if you're considering buying a truck right now, again, buy something that big fleets buy. So that would include freightliners, Volvos, some of the newer, again, Peterbilts and Kenworths. And you really want to look at the fleet maintenance program, where the truck comes from, especially if you buy a used one. And you want to look at the fuel economy. That's two most important things. Everything else, I can tell you right now, Freightliner and Volvo parts are going to cost you a lot less than Kenworth and Peterbilt. And because you're a business owner now, you got to pay attention to the price.
All right, guys. So calculate your costs. It's important to the bottom line of your business, and always here to help.
Yeah, stay away from the classic trucks and the chrome shops.
But they look good, though.
They do.
All right, guys. Be safe.
Take care.